Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. We start today's episode off with Clubhouse 51 Games Worldwide Classics. Quite a mouthful for a title, and honestly when you think about the variety and the overall quantity of games that you get out of this, the title being that long actually makes sense, because what you will get is a lot of gameplay for your buck. Now one of the things the Switch is really known for is its multiplayer scene, especially when it comes to local multiplayer, playing with family and friends, and I guess even online as well. Well, this is another one of those examples where 51 Clubhouse Games really shines. Whether you're into card games like solitaire or poker, perhaps you fancy a little bit of foosball, maybe you're into darts, maybe you want to play some classic board games like checkers or chess. There really are so many games to choose from, and all of them offer a lot of fun, especially when you're playing in a multiplayer format, a perfect game for your party setting, birthday, whatever the case may be. Definitely something worth enjoying with the whole family, and I couldn't recommend this game enough. Now I don't know how many of you guys have heard of Midnight Fight Express, but if you have not, you definitely should just go on YouTube right now after watching a little bit of my footage and go look at some more gameplay with the music on. You will see why I am recommending this game the way I am. It is a fantastic beat 'em up. And one of the great things about this particular title is, if you are turned off by games like Sifu because of its high challenge, then Midnight Fight Express is your recipe. It is a little bit of button mashing, but also there is enough challenge for veterans who want to get a little bit more out of it. Not as much as Sifu, but definitely very stylistic in its beat 'em up approach. You're going to be pounding the crap out of all kinds of foes and really just taking down people, taking their weapons, using it against them. It is stylistic, the music is outstanding, and really this is a sleeper hit. I'm surprised that not a lot more people talk about this game, but Midnight Fight Express. Do yourselves a favor and just look up the gameplay and you will fall in love with this. How about Luigis Mansion 2 HD? Now I'm going to flat out say this up front, that this game is not nearly as good as Luigi's Mansion 3. But if you have already played Luigi's Mansion 3 and you're looking for some more similar style of gameplay, then Luigi's Mansion 2 will definitely get the job done. For whatever reason, this game is not that well liked amongst many in the Nintendo community, and I personally don't understand the hate for it. I think the game is very, very entertaining. It really captures the essence of Luigi's Mansion, what the game is supposed to be. It's all about solving puzzles for the most part, and of course fighting some enemy ghosts along the way. This is a very casual, relaxing game for the most part, and the biggest challenge at times is going to be the control scheme. Something I have a hard time getting used to with these Luigi's Mansion games, but all in all, if you look past that, I think Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is definitely a worthy contender to be part of your gameplay experience. Maybe wait for a sale, but if you run out of options this October, give this game a shot. Now I really quickly wanted to talk about a bonus item. This is not a physical game per se, but this is part of your Nintendo Switch Online membership. I recently played The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap and absolutely loved it. I'm still going through the game, have not completed it yet, but one of the things that I like to do is if I'm going to pay up for a membership, I want to use the damn thing. And some of the games for the systems that I try to go and beat are the systems that I never got exposed to. Game Boy Advance, original Game Boy, Nintendo Entertainment System, and a few others. But yeah, I finally tried out Minish Cap because I wanted to play some more Zelda, and man, this game is so good. So if you have online membership, definitely give this one a shot. Now it's time to talk about Cave Story Plus. Chances are if you're a bit of an old school gamer, you grew up playing on the 3DS, you have more than likely heard about Cave Story. Cave Story was a really popular, a cult classic if you will, with its fascinating graphical style, especially for that time, and of course Metroidvania style gameplay. Now many more games have released since then that kind of take inspiration from games like Cave Story, or perhaps even more traditional Metroidvanias. But if you want to go back to the origins where all of this kind of started, especially on the indie scene, you want to look no further than Cave Story Plus. And the great news is, this Nintendo Switch port is definitely worth playing, definitely worth trying out, and I had a ton of fun with this. Once again, this is not a game that I've fully beaten so far, but from what I've played, and I played a lot of it, I have really had a great time with it. Another classic at our hands, we have Child of Light Ultimate Edition and Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Now chances are that when you pick up a double pack, some games are going to be better than others, some are going to be the more desirable game that you're looking for or wanting to play, but in this case, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these games. And the best part about them is, both of these games are very, very different in their style and approach. Child of Light is a very traditional, well, sort of traditional, JRPG with turn-based combat with a pretty cool battle mechanic. And I must say, I absolutely love the music of that game. Valiant Hearts, on the other hand, is more of a 2D puzzle-solving game that features a lot more elements, but is really cool because it kind of covers a historical perspective of, I believe, World War I. Don't quote me on it. It's either 1 or 2. Sorry. But yes, Valiant Hearts, Child of Light by themselves are fabulous, but together as one package, absolutely brilliant, must have. If you have not played either one of these games, you can't go wrong by trying either one, but in my opinion, you should play both. And if you're a fan of dogs, definitely check out Valiant Hearts. What a great dog they have in this game. And with that, folks, we are done with yet another video game recommendations for the Nintendo Switch. Like I've said before, the Switch 2 will be out shortly, and I'm really looking forward to that. But until then, let's cover as many Switch games as we can, both physically and at times digitally. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.